Yeah. Numero UNO, me and Drizzy like the Super Bowl, man. Then it big as the what? Big as the what? Big as the what?
Big as the Super Bowl.
Welcome back to another Warframe video. Today we're going to be going over Frost and how you can use them in Steelpath. If you are familiar with my other videos, I've been going down the list in alphabetical order. So if you're curious on when's the next Warframe guide video, you can just use that list to see which one I'll drop next. But today we are on Frost. In a short, quick summary of this Warframe, he's broken and yes. You farm him, yes. If you're interested on crafting Frost, you can buy his blueprint from the market. All you have to do is just click L3. I'm on console, so just click on it. Even though it says platinum, just click on it and then it's going to say purchase blueprint. The last few frames that I did, it's in the same exact way on how you can get them. And then after you own his blueprint, you're going to go to a boss mission and all of his parts would drop on that one mission. So it follows a similar pattern. Buy the blueprint from the market, get the parts from the boss. This boss fight will take place on Ceres, I believe. And then you want to go to the mission called Extha, which is right here. You fight Lieutenant Lacrill and Captain Vor, and it's RNG to get his remaining blueprints, and you craft those and you get your boy Frost. Now Frost has very good crowd control. If you go over his abilities, well, his passive, cold status effects from Frost abilities last 100% longer. Frost gains 50 armor for each enemy afflicted with cold within affinity range. So his first ability, Freeze, a frigid energy blast that freezes targets in their track. Like it said, Frost has stronger cold procs, so they're going to be frozen a lot longer from your ability. His second ability is Ice Wave. You send a wave of razor sharp crystallized ice toward an enemy, dealing heavy damage. His third ability is Snow Globe, which is going to be your bread and butter for survivability. Frost, he deep freezes any vapor and moisture in the area, creating a protective sphere with brief invulnerability to boost his strength. You can kind of like run out of the bubble and deal your damage, and then if you lose your shields, you can shield gate by just running back into your bubble. Now the best one too is going to be Avalanche, which is also going to be your bread and butter. This one allows you to summon a treacherous landslide of ice that instantly freezes and shatters all enemies. I believe it instant 10 stacks the enemy. Cold recently had an rework, so that Frost abilities actually behave like the ice effects that are given to other weapons. If you inflict the enemy with a ice attack, they're going to have an ice number, so it's going to show an ice symbol with a number by it. And if you keep inflicting them with that same ice attack, that number will go up. They will start to slow down, but once they hit 10, they will just freeze. So this move is a good way to just instantly get to that. So that's his kit. I rate Warframes in 3 different categories on how they can be OP. The first category being that they're ability based, so all of their abilities are just broken and you can kind of like just play by using any of your abilities, not really relying on your weapons. The second category is that they are weapon based, so they have very good supportive abilities, but in return you're kind of like using your weapons more, and the abilities are there to just help you out. They have enemy manipulation, so this is for a Warframe that can crowd control or affect the enemy in a way. In that sense, that is like probably one of the most effective thing in Warframes, to just not be seen or not get hit. Frost would fall in between weapon based. As crazy and broken his abilities are, he does have really good crowd control, but in return you're not going to be seeing those crazy numbers unless you use your weapon. So his abilities pairs perfectly with bringing a strong weapon. In our case, I'm going to be taking the Alternox just so I can spread radiation. You know, radiation procs confusion amongst the enemies and causes them to fight themselves. So even if they do get unfrozen by his abilities, they're just dazed. You know, they don't even know what's going on. If you go into my mod setup, I'm taking Archon Flow. You gain more energy on enemies that are afflicted by the cold status. So I probably use this to help with my energy efficiency. I'm also bringing an augment mod for Frost called Biting Frost. Frost gains 200% critical chance and 200% critical damage against frozen enemies. Arcane Rage to help for the damage for my primaries. Now I could take this one off because I'm not using my primary right now. Secondary. Oh, Arcane Precision. Let's go. We're gonna take this one. All right. And I'm not gonna lie, I do have Archon Shards on our boy. You don't need to. I used the same build before I placed the Archon Shards, but that's a new system in Warframe, in which once you craft the part in Deimos from one of the Orcan family members, you also have to beat certain story quests like the New War and Cal's Garrison. Then you'll have access to the Archon system, in which you can place shards on Warframes that can help increase their base stats. But say you don't own any of the Archon crystals yet, or you're not at that part in the story, this build's still good. It's still good. Another thing I forgot to mention is that I Hemlith this Frost, so I took him to that same chair and alternated his first ability. So I got rid of the freeze move and I replaced it with Zata's Whisper to give my weapons that extra damage. You can use this with Eclipse, which is an ability you can get from sacrificing Mirage to the Hemlith, or Roar, in which you sacrifice Rhino to the Hemlith. But those other, damage boosting abilities can all help out. Even Terrify, I don't know why, but you could throw on Terrify. If you feel like you're dying a lot, Resonator is also a good crowd control ability as well. I didn't mention this before, but Frost is also a Warframe that is rotated in the Deviri Paradox circuit. So if you're lucky during a week and Frost appears, you can get him for free from just doing that as well. So yeah, I'm gonna be chilling here. I could use my Alternox to just spread that radiation status effect. This will help my survivability because it'll make the enemies confused, and then got to get the headshots to transform our Latone.
Life support has been cut off. They're trying to choke you out. Hold on.
So I activated my Zata's Whisper. I'm gonna place a dome right here, a dome right here, and a dome right here. I do need to fill up my headshots, so luckily they're just standing still. Oh, they were. The force that this pistol has just has me. Look at that. That recoil. If I want some more damage, wall latch, get that arcane arachne. I'm telling you, that's one of my favorite arcanes. Hit him with the fourth. Add on Zata's Whisper. They're all dead. I'm trying to. For my operator clan, I'm taking the Zenurit. It has an ability in that clan called Wellspring that can help you recharge your Warframe's energy. So if you're wondering why I keep switching into Drifter, look, Wellspring. It's like you're telling Prime Flow or Flow to hurry up. That's basically what it does. Get that wall latch. Yeah, this is why I'm telling you. I don't really use Frost for missions because I try to like make my other Warframes just like him. But he's one of them ones. The only thing you got to worry about is the Xmas really. But if, you know, if everyone's frozen, it's pretty easy to just ISO. Oh, you do have to watch out for the Xmas. Of course, every 5 minutes you got the Acolyte spawn. Our weapons are already just too strong, but I don't know if his abilities will affect them. Let's see.
Another life support capsule.
Nah, he doesn't really. I guess it slows him down. But yeah, that's Frost. I can go all day with it. It's a fun synergy to have. Hey, we got our boy. Who's that? Is that Vor? Where you at?
Raid is off to a successful start. When you are ready, go to extraction.
Alright, let me go ahead and dip for the sake of the video, but that's Frost. Let me know how you guys like them. How do you guys build your Frost and how do you guys use yours? Or is there anything that I can do to improve my Frost build? I know there is, because I do a lot of changing and adapting to my builds as I go, but I'm always just curious for you guys' input. The Frost mains are very much eating good with the new cold rework, so yeah, thank you guys for watching. If you guys have any questions, just type them down in the comments below. I'll try my best to respond to every one of them, but I'll see you guys next time. If you guys do want to see these builds in action, I do live stream occasionally, so be sure to hop in and join the squad. But like always, be safe, keep up the grind, and I'll see you next time.